The Incredible Hulk will not be presented this evening.
All right, everybody. We're back. Krelbar, what was that?
Said, yo.
Oh, very good. Good timing. Welcome, everybody. This is the DL show. As you can see, we are one shy this evening. Joe had some Mikey issues today, something with the nurse, and he couldn't make it. Yeah, he's wearing exactly Callahan audio. The Hulk is canceled again, Hugh. Yes. Good to see you, Hugh. Hannahbaum, Ricky. There are 3 people here tonight. It says 15, but I only see 3 in the chat. That's all right. Let's see. Lots going on. There's an elephant in the room, a white elephant in the room, that we have lost somebody in the YouTube community. I don't know if anyone has paid attention to this. I got a message today, earlier in the day, about this. And I think Ben Combs posted about it tonight. He wasn't doing his show. I don't really know. Hey, now, Jan is here. I don't really know much about the person other than I've seen him on his live show. Krelbar seems to have known him, so I don't know if I don't know if I should even say who it is, because if anybody doesn't know, I don't know if we're the ones to tell people. I don't think so. I don't know.
Well, Dave Nesdall.
All right,
very known. Yeah. Very well known person in the YouTube community. Very good guitar player. And he passed away lately. And that's all I have to say about that.
Well, yeah, I don't know who knew, if anyone knew who it was. I wish his family the best through this hard time. It's obviously an awful situation. And if people know how to get a hold of his family or anything, like through his email or whatever, I don't know. Honestly, I don't really know. So I guess he was ill, though. I don't really know his history or anything. Yeah, that's what I heard.
Yes, he had problems with his kidneys and kidney failure, and I think diabetes and stuff like that. It's it's very sad, but all the best.
Yeah. And just a reminder to everybody that life is short. You don't know how long you got. Get your shit together.
Damn straight. Damn straight.
Figure it out. Figure it out and do whatever you got to do. Barry Bowman, welcome. Welcome, Barry. Let's see. But anyways, moving on, because I don't want to spend too much time on it. Again, I don't
Yeah.
really know him, so I'm not really the person to talk about him. I don't know him
No.
at all.
And I'll just say that, great guy, cool fella. And, it is what it is. So.
All right. You heard it here first. That was
Mhm.
that was going to be Krelbar's speech at the arrangement there.
Yeah.
God. It
Tell
is
me
what it
about
is.
it.
Thank you, everybody.
Yeah.
All right. Anyways, what else is on the agenda today, on the docket? Oh, are you going to talk about what you ate today?
Oh, damn. Korean fried chicken down in Providence. So, buddy of mine, Paul, gave me a call, said, come down. Well, actually, originally, he wanted me to go to Worcester and do some Thai food. And he said, well, let's go down to Providence. So it's like Korean chicken, great stuff. Excellent. So I don't know what you want me to say beyond that. So
You're the one that said, "Oh, I wanted to talk about it." I'm like, Christ, I don't know. You brought up Paul. Oh, my friend Paul. We don't care. We tell everyone's yelling at Krelbar. No one cares.
Yeah, I know what it is. It's like it's when you bring up the past.
No,
when you
it's
bring
any,
up
any
when you bring up
information
the
in the story
exact
that's
name,
not relevant.
when you bring up the exact name, we don't really care about the name,
right? Because it's too much information of a backstory. How about this? My buddy asked me to meet him for lunch. We decided to go to this place and then talk about the food. My buddy Paul called me. Oh, is that how you guys had a conversation? Folks, this is what I deal with on a regular basis on Sundays.
Dave, go fuck yourself.
There
I've got
you go.
ADD. I've got ADD.
You've got
and so it's like
I've got some traps. You dogs, I love that. You guys ever have the peanut butter chicken? What's you dogs? Yo dogs? I don't know. I don't know.
Who knows? Oh well.
Anyway, so yeah, I don't know what's going to go on with Monday nights. I think we're going to do a shorter show, probably like 2 hours instead of the usual 3. It's just getting not really a lot to talk about. The weather's getting better, and I'd rather be outside having a cigar at night and doing things. And I think Krelbar would too.
Well, yeah, let's ask the chat. It's like what they think we should do.
Exactly, Tone. Hey now, Tim Thomas.
As far as moving forward,
I think the live cigar thing we did on the counter when we were there at the Cigar Lounge, we did it for, I think it was right before Thanksgiving. That was a good show.
Oh, that was a great show.
Because you were able to, on your phone, read the chat, and we were able to talk and have a discussion, and it was just you and I. I think you should play guitar, says Joseph Trujillo. Well, I play guitar in all my other videos. I think people are sick of me playing guitar, and by people, I mean this guy. I play on so much stuff. I do chord therapy every other Wednesday. And I do a lesson every Monday. I play live every Saturday. How much more guitar can I be playing on the show?
Just a little more. Just a little more
Joe.
guitar.
Yeah, a little more. No more FM station. Well, the problem with FM station is nobody wants to pay the band so I can get my cut that I would require to play out. Because I'm not doing it for $100 a person. I'm not schlepping all my gear out to play in a ship bag place where They're sitting there charging everybody in the band for beers, and I don't drink, but it's like, oh, you're gonna it's like a pain in the ass to ask them for a soda. My response to those clubs are fuck off. And I run a page on Facebook called Boston Area Musicians, and every time a club wants to announce that a band is playing, I delete it. I'm like, go fuck yourself. The page is for musicians looking for musicians or clubs looking for musicians, not for you to advertise to come down to your club to see some fucking Linda Ronstadt cover band. No one gives a fuck. Pam, what's up? Oh, Pam, I gotta fix this. Hold on. There you go. It's fixed. Pam, write that again. I was doing something in my thing today, and I somehow knocked Pam out, so she's not blue, but now she is. No way for 100. I wouldn't do it either. Yeah, Ricky, I'm telling you, it's just ridiculous. And it's like, look, $100 a person is what they paid in the 80s. But when it comes to paying a full band, that's why I say to the full band, get lost. Because I'm like, in fact, a place asked me the other day, and I said it's $1,000. They're like, oh, well, that's a little too much. Well, go hire the shit band that you got last week. I don't care. I'm not going out. Like, it's not like it's negotiable to me like you're going to hire me for less.
Yeah, I tell you, back in 1984, a band would command $400 a night. So then, you would figure in the future that, it'd be like, oh, well, $1,000 a night or something like that. Now you play, and it's a struggle to get like $300 a night.
Yeah, it sucks. Look, folks, I'm just saying, there are bands around here that'll go play for $300, $400, $500. How do I think they play? I think they suck, personally. I would walk out if I was in a club and those bands started playing. But that's not up to me. I'm not going to that club anyway. Now, when there's a really good band playing, I'll go watch them play. But if a band stinks, and that's what they're charging, the bands that stink. There's a place in Pawtucket, Rhode Island called The Boundary, and I saw this band playing there, and the owner recently asked me if I would do a duo there. He's no longer hiring bands. And I said to him, I saw a fantastic band at your bar, and he was telling me all the guys. You knew the guys that were in that band. He mentioned that guitar player that played in Whitesnake. What happened to your mic? You're off.
Oh, Studio Drive.
There you go. No, the band was called Vinyl.
Oh.
But the guitar player, what was the guitar player's name? He looks like Jakey Lee a little bit.
Oh, God. Amos?
Yes.
Yeah.
Right. All right.
Amos is awesome.
I thought he was okay. Yeah. Next to the singer singing, I thought he could have been better. The singer was fantastic.
I've known who Amos was since 30 years ago. So,
yeah. All right. Well, I'm just saying. Well, either way, great band. As a whole together band, they were great. My point was, most of the bands that go out and undercut you, that'll go play for $500, they usually stink. And so I say to these club owners, go hire those guys. I don't care. It's not like I'm jealous that they got the gig. I'd rather not work than make the $100 and work my ass off. I can make $100 sitting on my ass on my computer giving lessons for an hour. What do I need? You know what I'm saying? What am I going to do? Schlep out all my gear and then play for 3 hours, get treated like a second-class citizen, a third-class citizen from the club owner? Fuck off. I don't care. I just don't care. Now, not to say that all club owners are bad, because we play every Saturday night, and that guy's awesome to us. He's awesome to Jim and I.
Don't get me started.
No, Martinis, they're awesome to us. We play, I'm playing May 21st down at the White Ash Cigar Lounge. Dawn, Bassam, Natalie, awesome to me. They're just awesome. And so there are places that'll pay you and that treat you right, and then, and appreciate what you do. It's just, to me, it's like I'm schlepping all kinds of gear. I'm schlepping $5,000 worth of pedals. And the pedal board has had enough.
Yeah.
The pedal board wants its own.
$5,000 worth of pedals, really?
It's close to it.
That's well, oh, damn, you got a problem.
Yeah. Yeah. And my pedal board, I mean, let me just say this. When I play out live, my sound is good. It's good. I'll admit it.
Damn straight. I'll admit that too. It's like
it sounds
sound
good.
On the FM station videos, great.
Yeah.
Great.
But when you're there, it's like it's present. It's good. Even on my acoustic, you've been to an acoustic gig. It's different when you hear us live than when you hear it on the internet. The guitar sounds really nice live, doesn't it?
Well, yeah, exactly. It's like, a lot of people don't understand when people play on the internet. I mean, guys like Steve from Boston or something like that, or Dave, and you watch them live, it's a totally different sound because you've got to understand that, like, they're playing, it's almost like a direct sound.
Right.
On YouTube. So it's like, you watch someone play on YouTube, it's like, oh, well, he sucks. Then you go see him live and
yeah, I mean, it's just, to me, I think the sound is a lot better live. And I have a good live sound in my FM station. And again, with FM station, we play everything like as note to note. Dave, just play for free for our pleasure. There you go, Hugh. We play like as note to note as possible. We try to make it so it's a good experience, and it just doesn't get appreciated.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah. So the drummer brought a shipload of people up, 700. How did you owe 200 to the bar? That is such bullshit. If I'm playing a place and they don't have an open bar tab, I'm not playing that place. And I don't care. The only person in my band that really drinks a lot is my drummer. What's he going to have? 4 or 5 beers? And this club was paying us $500, and they were charging us the door.
Always drink a lot.
And the owner's son, I should say, who worked the place, says to me, "Well, we paid you the best." I said, "You paid me $500, and you took a cut of the door, and you charged at the door. They took in $300 to $400, and you didn't give us that money." "No, we gave you that money." I was like, "Fuck you! You gave me that money. You never gave me that money. I'm the money collector. You never gave us the money, which means you were paying us $100, and then you're charging guys in the band for booze. Fuck off. Never playing there again. That place sucks." Tom Petty, Zepp, Steely Dan. Hey, thanks, Joseph. Yeah, it's all fun stuff to play. I mean, the Steely Dan one, we had to work out a little bit because we used to playing it live, and I just play the lead, so I don't even know what, we had to figure out what the hell the chords were in the middle walk down of that song. But yeah, it's a lot of fun. The acoustic stuff's a lot of fun to play. The May 21st show I'm doing is with Emily, and we were asked to do all 80s songs. So that'll be a fun show. We're going to do all 80s songs. And yeah, thanks, Ricky. I mean, it's funny because, a lot of people in the comments, they say stuff like, "Do people know how good you guys are? Or do they know this?" And I mean, I know how good we are. I don't think we're as good as people think we are because I'm there living all the mistakes, and nobody is a bigger critic of the shit that I'm playing than me. However,
damn straight,
people come up to me all the time and they're like, "You guys are incredible." I mean, so they really do appreciate us. Although I feel like, in fact, Jim is supposed to call me this week. We're supposed to get together because it got to the point where I'm like, dude, we got to get together and go over some of this stuff. And we wanted to do like maybe another Depeche Mode song. And I'm like, there's no way we can play it without working it out because Policy of Truth has so much crossing back and forth of which instrument's doing what. And I want to make it sound good. We're also doing like we were going to do What Is and What Should Never Be. We worked out the ban like each part. And that's a pain in the balls. That's not easy to do. And then just remembering all the damn songs. So it's and it's like the Emily songs, Jim's songs, Jim and Emily songs when we all three play together. And then I play with Danny Gallagher songs, and then FM station song I'm expected to remember now. So interesting thing all around, you know. It's a lot of work. It's a lot of work. So this week, Wednesday, I'm going to do chord therapy. Now, I had a guy, I don't even understand his comment, but he was asking me why I called the chord a G11. And then he tells me he would call it an F add 9 from the third inversion. And when I explained to him why it's a G11, I got this answer that was just, I don't even understand what he was saying. And obviously, I just assume he doesn't either because he didn't understand what I was trying to say. But I'm going to talk a little bit about the 5-chord stuff that I know Jan would know. Why you want to know what chord is in the song and what it's doing and what its point is. Because you can name a chord. I mean, I can call F over G. I can call it a 9 sus4. I can call it an 11 chord. I can call it an F add 9 third inversion, which I never would call in a million years. I don't even understand why I would think of it like that. But however, I would just think of it as the 4 chord over a 5 bass if I'm going to think of it as the 4 chord, not the third invert. You know, it's just, which I just found insane. But my point being that there's a reason why you want to think of things as the 4, what it's doing, what its point in the song is, and not just to look at each individual chord as if it's out in the ether in space in a vacuum, because we don't live in a vacuum. Songs have a purpose. A 1-4 or a 4-1 cadence has a sound. A 5-1 has a sound. A 2-5-1 has a sound. So you really need to know the function of the chord. In fact, if you have like a 2-5 that's a half, where the 2 is half diminished, you would think of it as a minor 7 flat 5 and not as a half diminished, because a half diminished wants to resolve up. So there are things to know, you know, in knowing what a chord is and where it is and what its purpose is. In fact, I'm coming up with a whole new thing of shirts for the summer. And it's going to be like the DL mantra, where it's going to be the DL shirt. And it's just going to say across the front, like discipline, because it takes discipline. Communication. If your goal is not to communicate to another musician properly what the fuck you're playing, you're not doing it right. You have to be able to communicate. The whole point of music is communication. Another thing I was going to say was one day at a time.
That's a jive.
One day at a time, because everyone knows one day at a time. You can't learn it all in one day. And then I was going to do the facts of life, because one day at a time. What? I wasn't doing the facts of life? That's just a stupid joke. Okay.
No, I said
well. Oh, thanks you, Caldwell. Thank you. Yeah, the cigar. And, you know, I'd like to do more of the cigar stuff, like I said, in a more closed environment. Although it's fun outside, I'm probably able to do a more. So yeah, yesterday Krelbar and I both had great cigars.
Yep.
I smoked awesome. My father's La Gran Oferta, which I thought was a great cigar that I got from a cigar night, Caribbean night on Thursday. Great cigar. Krelbar yesterday had the sun-grown H. Upman.
H. Upman.
Yep. Yeah, H. Upman sun-grown in Short Churchill. And then we
smoked it down to nub.
It was good, yeah. And then we both smoked the Fox cigar.
Yep. Smoked that down to the nub too.
Cuban sandwich, yeah. Yeah, that was a good cigar.
Yep.
That was good. And you know what we got to do is we got to somehow figure out how we can meet halfway somewhere to Jan Esterlis and smoke cigars with Jan. He smokes cigars. He's down in Jersey, though. But anyways, the cigar stuff's fun. It's just something I usually do when I'm in shape and working out a lot. I enjoy a cigar. Oh yeah, Boulevard number 2. Of course it is. It's a great cigar, Jan. Also the Boulevard, I mean not the Boulevard, the H. Upman number 2 And, well, I don't even have to say Monte Cristo number 2 is fantastic.
Actually,
However,
that doesn't matter. It's about the cheat meal on that day.
no,
It doesn't matter what the smokes.
that's not true. I'm the opposite. I'd rather care about the cigar. I told him now I don't even want to do cheat meals anymore because I feel sluggish after them.
Yeah.
The only thing I like
Totally
about cigars
understandable.
is the Omega Cubana for Portraiture that I have. Very nice. Yeah. Well, if you're not a cigar smoker, I can understand why you don't care about cigars, but they're fun. They're fun stuff. Good stuff.
Damn straight. Because the whole thing is that I used to smoke back like 20 years ago, and then the high started hitting me, and I stopped. And now Dave brought it. Oh, geez.
What? We hear you.
I'm having agita right now.
Oh. All right. He's having what we call agita.
Yeah.
Agita is for the fake. So
anyways, Dave brought me into cigar smoking and stuff like that. So
yeah, it's enjoyable. Boulevard number 2 is an excellent Cuban cigar that Jan's bringing up. And there's a bunch of that are number 2s that are, like I said, there's an Upman number 2 that's one of my all-time favorites. My all-time favorite Cuban is probably the short Churchill and the wide Churchill. Very nice. Very nice cigars. But anyways.
That's the one I did yesterday. Yeah.
A year ago, my goal was to go have it at a cigar lounge and have 3 or 4 guys. I find that it's hard because everyone's vying for, it's just hard talking. And not many people, it's not like there's a topic. I guess we could do it. It would just, somebody give me some ideas. Siglo. How about the Sig? I like the Siglo 6, Jan. The Cohiba Siglo 6. It's the freedom of being able to. Yeah, they got a lot of cigar bars in Rhode Island. There's plenty of them.
Yeah.
So yeah,
but there's some semblance of freedom in Rhode Island. So
yeah, where there's none in Mass. I mean, there's one in the North End. That cigar, and you know what? When we end up doing a cheap meal again, a pizza, I would like to go to the North End and do Regina's because I haven't done it in a while. Plus, we could hit Bova afterwards.
Regina's.
But the
where's that located?
In the North End.
That's North End, Boston. Yeah.
Yeah. So
I do that.
Yeah. So the but the cigar lounge in the North End is such a turnoff for me. It's like the ceilings are super low and the speaker's right there and it's loud and it's like, get me. It's you just want to crawl out of the place. It sucks. Right. Yeah. All righty. Yeah. Now, we're waiting a few minutes. We have a guest that's going to be coming on. I have a buddy of mine, Gerry. You might have seen Gerry in the chat. Gerry puts guitars together quite like I do. In fact, I find a jazz cigar club with open mic so we can jam. Well, yeah, anytime. There's the one in Rhode Island that I go to has a grand piano there, but I can play gigs there. I've had, in fact, didn't Michael come up and play? He came up and sang with me and Emily. Weren't you there? Am I talking to myself here? Oh, all right. Yeah. Yeah, totally here. Jan. It's the freedom of being actually goes, okay. All righty. Well, anyways, so anyway, my friend Gerry's going to be coming on, and Gerry, he built a red guitar kind of modeled after my red guitar that I sold to the Falgro. He loved that guitar and wanted to make a kind of his take on it. And then recently he built another one. He's going to show that one to everybody when he comes on here. And then what else has been going on? Where's your brother been? Is he? Oh, no, he's not.
Oh, my brother?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, he's been up and down from New Hampshire, working with his electrical company, and that's about it.
All right. Interesting. All right. Yeah, John's a good guy. He comes out and smokes cigars with us every now and then. There's not many cigar bars. Okay, everyone's the same question. If anyone has any questions before I get Gerry to come on, I don't know where Gerry is. He said he'd be on at 9:30, but he's not around. We're going to just watch Krelbar sleep there in the chair.
Yeah, I know. It's been a very fucking restless day.
Nice.
You know, I talked with you earlier today.
Yeah.
And I hope you can understand. It's like I've been totally friggin' wiped out.
Yeah. Did you sleep last night, kid?
No, not at all.
Wow. Why is that?
Have no idea. Normally I do, but actually, I think I'll kick off right now.
Yeah?
Yeah.
What's going on with you?
No, well, I'm exhausted.
Oh. All right, well, just wait a minute before Gerry comes on, and then when Gerry comes on, you can
I'll hang
skate.
on. I'll hang on.
But you can skate when he comes on if you want. Hold on, I'm just reading. Oh yeah. Yeah, you have that sometimes, Hugh, don't you? What 80 tunes am I thinking of playing? Well, we do a lot. We do what's that one? No more. I Can Dream About You. We do Olivia Newton-John Magic. We do we're gonna do Love Will Lead You Back by Taylor Dane. We do we'll do No One Is to Blame by Howard Jones. Probably some Cyndi Lauper songs. Hold on, let me message. Oh, really? For years, huh? Let me see here. Yeah, we do. Trying to think what other 80s songs. There's a bunch of them. Sleep is the most important meal of the day. What saddles do I prefer in my Strats and Tellys? Highwoods on Strats. I like them. I haven't tried any of the Highwoods. I love Tears for Fears. We used to do Joe Jackson. I do with Jim. Whatever. I have some of the what are those saddles that I have on the on that white guitar?
The oh my god, the Tech
Tusk.
Tusk. No, not Tusk. The oh god, killing me.
What the hell's the name of that thing?
It's,
hey, Lonesome Lenny, welcome. Graph Tech, thank you.
There we go. Yeah.
Yeah, I have the Graph Techs on some. On this Strat, I just have the standard saddles, which thank you, Artemis. Yep, Graph Tech. And it depends on which Strat, what saddles I have. And yeah, I mean, because I have so many different, I have like a man-made bridge, which has their saddles. I have Crowbar just gets up and walks away. I love it. So to me, it seems like he's out of his mind tonight. All right, let's see. Oh wait, boom. Toss Graph Tech stuff. I want some titanium saddles. Yeah, I haven't used those. I'm not too picky. Absolutely, Hanoi Bomb. I'm not too picky. Like on this here, what is this? Yeah, this is just a standard Mexican Strat. I never changed out these saddles. Yeah. So I don't really care. To me, the saddles, I mean, I don't stress on them. For me, I got the one on my white guitar, these screws on the vintage Strats. Sometimes these Allen wrench things stick out and they rip into your hand. And I always hated that. So on that one, that's where it stuck out a lot. I put on the Tusk, the Graphtec Tusk saddles. That's out. Anyways, I like those saddles. Dave, do you use the vibrato arm on your Strat? Not on that one because I haven't found an arm yet that fits it. And I really don't use the vibrato that much. That's really not... on the other Strat, on my man-made one, I like the way that one operates, Lenny. So I use the man-made one. That's on my black Strat that's behind me here. This one here. And Man-Made is the company that makes the PRS bridges. So 5 springs decked. Yeah, no, I only use 3 springs, but I keep it slammed. But the reason I don't use 5 is because when I do want to use the arm, I don't want to sit there and have to. I'm not doing tricep pull downs, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, it depends what the gauge on the strings, and it's like normally I run 10s, and it's like 3 springs, and well, you have to adjust it.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, anytime, like I said, when I use 3 and I just keep it so it's slammed, I screw the claw all the way in. Oh, really? Yeah, I don't know. Like, see, this guitar, I've never even had the arm in. But I just don't. If I have to, I can grab. I don't know. It's just like sometimes I can even play without a pick. Just depends on my mood. Well, Fender makes, if for me, my favorite Fender is the one that I have on my yellow Strat, which is the Deluxe, which has the pop-in arm. Dave or Krelbar, do you have any experience with the Ibanez Mustortion from the 90s? I have a new, more flexible version called the Dan Electro Roebuck. I didn't even know it.
Mustortion.
Do you know the Mustortion?
Hell, no.
All right, that's a hard no from Krelbar.
Yeah.
I've never heard of it. But that doesn't mean anything because you know what? Pedals in the 90s
doesn't exist.
No, I'm just saying pedals from the 90s. I really don't know much about because I wasn't really using pedals in the 90s. I remember obviously the classic pedals I knew. I know much more of the newer ilk of pedals and what, like, if they replace something. Is the Mustortion, was that like, I want to say, was it like silver or dark gray? What was the color of the original one?
I have no idea. Seriously, I have no idea what that pedal is.
Agreed, Hugh. The push-in arm is where it's at. Although the man-made is just like G&L, which is just falls in, and then you're supposed to use like a wrench to tighten it in. But I don't know. Yeah, Lenny, you do have a collection of pedals. Just picked up a few of these from GC Squire Classic 570s Thin Line Edition. Nice, Artemis. Yeah, they make great guitars. I like it. I will check it out, Shane. I've heard of the MOSFET distortion. It's the MOS. Elroy's asking that. I don't know. Yeah, that's something I just am not aware of. Let me look it up, actually. Let's look this up. The Mustortion. I mean, it looks like there's some clones out there. Oh, this is the white pedal with the green knobs. Oh, and there was a green version of it, too. Looks like they go for $750. Christ.
Holy shit.
There's one for $600, one for $500, two for $500, another one for $630. And one for $800, one for $450. Yeah. Here's one for $1,000. Yeah. Well, there's a lot of them out there for that high price, so I don't think a lot of people are buying them. Court bought Digitech? That I did not know. Hannah Baum has a question for you. He says, were you riding shotgun in Spicoli's van earlier?
First thing you're shit.
Yeah. Then he's going to kill us.
He's going to kill us.
Lenny, I think the Nobles is the one that I know is the Nashville one. I never heard of the Mustortion, although I would imagine that would be the case considering such a high hey, Janice Lala. All good. Hope you are too. Fender has a push-in. Oh, they do have a push-in? I only know the pop-in one. I love the pop-in arm. The pop-in is fantastic. Yeah. Great. It's a great arm. I mean, it's also a great... The saddles on the pop-in one is really good. The Deluxe Strat tremolo is the best, I think, that Fender makes. The way huge camel toe ain't bad for a dual pedal, but it's not a duelist. The duelist is one of the best. Yeah, I like the duelist. I think Honeybee Amps makes a good one called the Double Trouble, which is like a Stevie Ray Vaughan. One's like a duelist, and then it has a clean boost on the other side. I hear you. Elroy, you're voicing to text. I think you've been traded. I mean, I think that's what you said in your phone type that, but we got it. They can't let go of the history. Yeah, I mean, that's also G&L's fault, too. You know, G&L is like, this is the way Leo designed the new dual fulcrum tremolo. Well, it sucks. But this is the way he designed it. Fix it. It stinks. But Leo designed it like this. So fucking what? It sucks. Fix it. It's just, you know, and that's why, in my opinion, why the G&L S500 and the Legacy model doesn't sell what it should. Because that tremolo arm stinks. And then they have the hardtail. And the hardtail version, they have this like, oh, here's, what's one of the heaviest metals?
Oh, like titanium?
No, it's light. It's strong, but light. I mean, what's a heavy metal? Like lead?
God. Lead.
Right? It's like they got this big lead fucking block of a tailpiece. And it's usually like, this is
they use brass. Brass as the
you know what it takes to make it in sales? Brass ball. Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
That was mine. Yeah, I mean, the MFD pickups are great. I love the single coils. I even love the P90 looking ones, Ricky. Great stuff. And I do think their tellies are cool. But when they make the hardtail ASAT, they should just cut the bridge. I mean, not the hardtail ASAT. When they make the ASAT with like the different pickups, don't put on that huge, big, thick lead motherfucking tailpiece. Cut your own tailpiece in half like every other boutique company does and make it better. Yeah, I mean, I just I think there's a lot of issues in different companies doing things fucked up. And you know, Fender's not absolved. They have a lot of you know, like the 6-screw tremolo. I'm not a big fan of. I'm not a big fan of those saddle. I like the deluxe. That deluxe should be on everything. I think didn't one of the Jeff Beck models come with the deluxe tremolo on it? Because I mean, even Jeff Beck figured out, hey, this one works a hell of a lot better than the Leo Fender one.
Roller nut.
Well, he has the roller nut, but he has on his guitar, the bridge is that tailpiece. You know what I mean? Maybe not. But anyways, that is a much better bridge system. Yeah, they use heavy woods. Yeah, I mean, people just don't get it. It's easy to make a guitar that people want. Just make it the way they want. Back in the day, when a different guy was running the company, him and I got into an argument about the Strats. And I said, stop making the Strats with a swimming pool route. And he's like, it doesn't affect the tone. I said, it doesn't matter. People don't want it. Why give somebody an excuse to say no at the point of sale? Why give somebody a reason to say no? We know it doesn't matter. So why cut it out that way? You're using a CNC machine. What's the difference if the program goes and cuts out a swimming pool or and cuts out 3 single coils or 2 single coils and a humbucker? There's no difference to the person making it. They're pushing a fucking button. And they have the program. I'm like, stop doing swimming pool routes. You know, and I'm talking because I'm at the point of sale trying to sell it to somebody. When they say, what's the route like underneath? And you're like, it's a swimming pool. I'll get the Fender. I think the PRS is not a pop-in. It's a drop-in. There's a difference because the drop-ins just fall in and hang loose. The pop-ins have like you push it into the point where it locks it in, and then it can spin, but it's locked in, and you have to pull it hard to get it out because there's like a collar holding it. You know what I mean? It's a little different. I don't think that's what PRS is using. Anybody? Bueller. And Charvel's probably using the pop-in arms because Charvel is, Fender at this point. Yeah, PRS drops in. Yeah, I got a PRS bridge on that guitar behind me, so yeah. Yeah, like hold on, I'll show you. If I cannot destroy my headphones. All right, so this is the modern style Fender bridge, the deluxe style bridge I'm talking about. This arm, now listen, watch when it's got a little divot in there. And there's a collar that locks onto that. So when I push this in, let me hold it up like this. When I push this in, it doesn't just drop in. You hear that? Now it's in the collar. Now it can spin, but I'd have to pull it out. That's a pop-in. Yes, the Charlie Christians.
Yep.
This is a PRS bridge called Man-Made. All right. Now the arm looks like this. It just drops in. Now there's a set screw here in the back. You can kind of see behind the bar. See it right here? That's a screw that I can hold that in place. Twist it by hand, actually. But that is a drop-in, not a pop-in. And then there's the Mary pop-in. Thank you. That's terrible.
The Sherry Bobbins from Simpsons. Yep.
Excellent. So anyway, so that's kind of like I like the pop in. Second place, I like the drop in. Oh, you like the reverse headstock? It's also got the Fender logo scored in, like burnt in with a laser. A laser. The G&Ls drop in. Yes,
Ooh,
exactly.
the laser beams.
Lasers. So yeah, the G&Ls all drop in. Like a 1/4-inch jack. Yeah, like exactly. It locks in exactly that same way, Artemis. All right. Just seeing what's going on here. Getting messages on Facebook. Probably could get me to see this here. All right, good. But yeah, so that's the difference in the bridges, and I just think some people could make better. I think they could make better bridges. I mean, is there a bridge better than the Floyd Rose, the original Floyd Rose, the one from the 80s?
The Ibanez Edge.
You like that better?
The late 80s. Totally awesome. Yeah.
You like it better?
Totally kills it.
I thought you were a Wonder Bar fan.
No, fuck that.
Do you know the Wonder? Do you know the Wonder Bar?
the castle. The castle on. It's like a huge chrome castle.
Yeah. It's Washburns.
Yeah.
I remember when in the 80s when people like, oh, Washburn has its answer to the Floyd Rose tremolo. It's the Wonder Bar. And you look at it, you're like, that thing's the size of a house. What the hell am I supposed to do with that? Move in?
Well, it's like I said, it's a castle. It's like this just huge piece of metal.
Yeah. It's ridiculous. Ace's Washburn had that thing on it. Did Ace played a Washburn?
And when you did play it, it was like springy as hell. It's like fucking wang, and then came back up and didn't come back up in two. So
it was like wang.
Yes. Wang, wang.
I didn't know Ace played a Washburn, but the Washburns had them. The Wonder Bra, yeah, it was popular. It was popular with guitar players. Yeah. Anyways, I mean that's the situation there. There was a couple of the Kaler was terrible.
Oh yeah. Well, the problem with that was they had the torsion springs and stuff on top of the guitar and.
No, but I mean, as far as like, because there's the whole thing. Could you tell if somebody was playing a Kaler bar? There was no tone going through the body. And the answer is absolutely not. You couldn't tell.
No.
You could only tell if you were the one playing it.
No. Yeah.
Oh, Mastery's great. That's a great replacement Jaguar or Jazzmaster bridge, the Mastery. I have a Mastery. I haven't put on a guitar yet, but I bought one. It's excellent.
No, exactly. You said it. It's like, but if you sat there and just strummed on a guitar that had the Kaler system, it sounded thin as shit.
Yeah, but I mean, when you plug it in, it didn't matter. But I just thought the point of that system to me wasn't great. It didn't feel as good as like the Floyd. I was a Floyd fan. I played all the old Kramers back in the day. And I stopped playing them when I realized that I could play a Strat, tune on the fly, pretty much be in tune the whole song and not have to deal with Allen wrenches or set screws.
Understood.
That
because
for me was
the whole thing is that, you know, with Ernie Ball and stuff with the straight string. Oh God.
A straight string pull?
Yeah, straight string pull and stuff, and just the tremolo system.
Yeah. But I mean, they make good guitars.
You know what? I'm going to kick out right now because.
All right, very good. Go do your thing.
I am totally tired right now. It
Go
was
ahead.
a very exhausting day.
It's been a long day, Helen.
Oh, tell me about it.
All right, man. We'll feel better.
Yep, sure thing.
All right.
Yeah,
All right. Very
and I
good.
haven't been feeling well either. So, okay, catch you later.
All right. Very good. All righty. Now you have me in living color. Now we're just waiting for Gerry, although he saw my message. Tell the truth, the PRS trim is probably the most stable, non-walking. Well, I think the man-made does make a good one. It's fairly good. I like it. It's as simple as I would say the Fender Deluxe is. It's on the level of the Fender Deluxe. I don't know if it's any better or any worse. They both work great for me, for my taste. Yeah, I know. I thought he was stroking out at the end. I was like, he just seemed like, I don't know if he had something to drink earlier, because I was talking to him on the phone earlier. He was normal. So he might have just hit a wall and just got super tired. But I had talked to him earlier and he was fine. In fact, I even said to him, because Joe wasn't going to come on tonight, I said, do you want to call the show off? He goes, no, I want to do it. I was like, all right, because I would have called it. I would have much rather, I could have easily have taken the night off and not given a shit. But he was like all for it. So, yeah, it looks like he needed to get some rest. But that's all right. We got Gerry coming on in a few minutes here. And let me see. I think he's at his computer. Hey, we'll figure it out. Lonesome Lenny, how have you been? You should come out and meet us on some Sunday. Maybe not for cigars if you don't smoke, but for a meal. I was down by your neck of the woods, I want to say a couple of weeks ago, Lenny. I went down to Warren, Rhode Island, to a place it used to be called Churchill's, and now it's called Toro's. They were having a grand opening. It's a friend of a friend's. And so they were having a grand opening cigar night. It's kind of like an outdoor place, but it was too cold for me to hang outside. And it was small inside. So I didn't stay long, but I know that's kind of close to where you are. At least I think it is. No, it is. Wilkinson years ago made that tremolo, the VS tremolo, but they made it where when you lock it down, when the bar's just hanging, it can't move. It was like 50 or 40 degrees, probably 45 degrees outside. It was so cold, people were catching gonorrhea for the burning sensation. So anyway, I've been playing it. Oh, Wareham and Bourne. Oh yeah, I've played down at I think it's the Wareham. Maybe it's in Bourne where the gazebo is, and then they have that outdoor thing in Wareham. That outdoor little place there. I can't recall. I went and got a pizza down in Wareham. There's a pizza place that's not bad. Lenny, I'm sure you know it's on the main strip there on 6. What was the name of that pizza place? I thought it was pretty good. Exactly, Elroy. That's like a complete Carson. The Stone Path Malt? No, I haven't. Is that what you were playing? I don't know if I know that. I don't know. I wish I could remember the name of the pizza place. It wasn't bad. Garlicky smell to the crust. It's good. Decent. Made a decent pie. Yeah. Well, what's the locking saddles, Hannah Baum? I don't even know what that is. I just remember the old VS. Was it a 100 or 1000? And Gibson, I think, sued them or put a cease and desist on because of was a huge place, 60-foot bar, and you could see the giant vats and the pallets. I've been to places like that. There's a place in New Bedford, and yeah, I've been to a few brew places. Interesting. Allen screws on the saddle, lock the strings, will retrofit a fender bridge, a 510. And it's called, let me look it up. Wilkinson locking saddles. Huh. All right, hold on here. Let me send this. All right. Yeah, with I'm looking at that now. I just don't understand how it works. I see the saddle. I see it locks down on the string. Kind of like a Floyd Rose. Allen screws on the saddle, retrofit. Yeah. Now, will the saddles go on anything, or will they just go in their design? Hold on, I'm trying to invite Gerry into this thing. Oh, and any Fender trem plate. Really? Let me see what these go for. $78. It's not terrible. Simply replaced. And you can do it on a 6-screw also? Is that center? Let me see if that's center mount. Hold on, let me see if that's center. I guess you can. Yeah. Not on the deluxe though, right? I don't know if the deluxe is center. Gerry, hey, what's going on? Did you get it to I sent it to you twice now, Gerry. In your email, the whatever the hell it is. Oh, they do. Okay, yeah, because the 6-point, I mean the 2-point, I think is offset. I think the screws are offset. All right, Gerry's in the green room now. Gerry, what's happening?
Hey, Dave, how are you?
Good. Hold on. I just found out Pepper Brown passed away. He had a YouTube channel as a guitar teacher. I don't know who Pepper Brown is.
Nor do I.
Okay. All right,
God rest
Jason.
his soul. Right?
Yes. It's a terrible news.
Musician, performer, writer, producer.
Yeah.
What did this
I don't
person do? Oh, you don't know.
All right, so Gerry, you look like you're in your little workshop down there.
Yeah.
I do recall.
My
I do recall
elements.
doing some work down there myself. What was
Yeah.
I doing? Remember when I went down there? What was I
There's all
doing
types
there?
of stuff here. Yeah. Little soldering, I think. You didn't
Yeah,
have an
what was I
iron.
resoldering something? I forget what. Oh no, I
Yeah,
put new
years
pickups
ago.
in, right?
Yeah, years ago. But yeah, we can do all that kind of stuff here.
Yeah.
So, mild to wild, as I like to say. I want to try something, all right? Let me just
All right.
this. All right, see if anything goes crazy. All right, so can I hear you?
Can you?
Yeah, I can. Now, let me just do this. All right, give me a little
Testing
option.
1, 2.
All right, how do I sound to you?
Fine.
Perfect. Yeah, I don't need
All
the
right.
headphones, dude.
All right.
I love it. Fucking hate headphones.
Okay.
So, my daughter's coming to Madison. Come over here. I'm gonna make you a
Charlie
salad.
S, welcome. Oh, by the way, Jason Oak, welcome.
Oh, you're not gonna.
And everyone in the chat that doesn't know, this is Gerry Gorham. Gerry's a local guy here, plays guitar,
Yep.
works on guitars, and builds his own.
Live with guitars.
Oh,
Yeah.
no.
You're not gonna go on TV? Go on TV for a second. Just come here real quick. Remember
Here's
Dave?
his daughter.
Like, this
Hey,
is my
what's
daughter,
happening?
Madison. Yeah.
Madison, welcome.
Yeah.
Hello, how are you?
Dave Levine.
Good.
You remember Dave?
Yes.
Yeah. All right.
All right.
We're in literally the basement of the house, and she's doing laundry. Hey,
That's
can
all
you
right.
be quiet for a few minutes while I'm talking to Dave? All right. So, what are we going to talk about?
Well, I
Gear?
think you had a guitar that you had finished.
Oh yeah. Okay. I'm glad you brought that up. This in the background
Yeah.
is a 65 I've had for a long time.
All right. Original paint?
No, it's a rebuild.
Right.
And there's some gray areas, but we won't get into that now.
How gray?
Not
Charcoal.
for sale.
Right.
What
All
is it
right. So
about?
this one here.
Ooh.
Now, let's talk about this guitar because this guitar started off with. So Gerry and I, we usually do a meal a couple of times a month. And
You narrate, I'll just pawn.
so Gerry says to me he was going to paint the guitar and he loved this green. He works at a car dealership and he was looking for a certain green. He decided to paint it. What was the final color you chose from
Well,
the?
All right, so I'll tell you what.
Yeah,
one
see,
moment.
give the backstory first before we
Talk
start
amongst
showing.
yourselves. This is a prop. Hold on.
All right. So he brought in. He had sprayed a couple of pieces of wood with different color. Here we go. With different color greens. He finally
All right,
fell
so,
upon this one.
Well, the thing that's great about this is you find
You want to hold it up
deals
to the
in
camera?
oddest
Hold it to the
well,
camera.
Oh, I'm
Here
sorry.
we go.
I was reading. Oh, the
Okay.
lighting sucks down here.
No, we see it. Metallic effect.
Yeah, but the name of it is the company's Montana.
Okay.
You see that fucking logo?
We do.
there?
Montana 400
Yeah,
ml.
so it looks like a tagger kind of thing,
Sure.
but they sell this shit. This is out of Germany, and they sell this shit out of like on Home Depot and Lowe's website. $10
Okay.
a can, like shipped, or $12 shipped. It was crazy.
Okay.
So that's how they do their colors. See that? They put the
Oh,
colors
they
on the
show it
top.
on the lid.
Yeah.
Nice.
It's a plastic overlay, but it's a pretty good representation. Anyways, this is what they call avocado,
Okay.
which what I was going for, and that's what I got. See? Now, mind you, there's clear coat nitro on it that's already been in the sun a couple times.
Nice.
I like to put a little warmth on them, you know what I mean?
Yeah, a little wear in your guitars.
Well, I love the Closet Classic or whatever, It's
Yeah.
just a guitar that, as I say, caressed by the hands of time.
Sure.
Right. So it's got the color, not necessarily the patina, but I just think this is like a Kawasaki from the 70s, some Japanese little Datsun color or something like that, or
Yeah.
whatever. It's
What
just
are the
a nice-
pickups? What pickups did you put in this?
Oh, so these are Seymour Duncan Antiquity ones, the black bobbin ones, right?
Okay.
That fuck, dude, they're gonna be 25 years. If that kid you just saw is 26, they got to be at least 25 years old, and they're probably older.
Wow.
Right? They sound amazing. I can't really fire up the Marshall right now.
It's okay.
But, trust
we see
me.
the can you lift it up a little higher? I want to see the five-way in there, and then you got the
Yep. And what I did with this one is Fender now sells 60s age kit, and you see there's a little warmth on that shit. And
I do see that.
If you're really into this, right? The font on the I hope you can see
the
that
volume knob there.
Yeah. It's the numbers are smaller and rounder.
Right.
And if you saw 60s knobs versus all the other shit, you could tell. So these are very good knockoffs or clones made by Fender for like, the whole kit's like $20 or whatever. So that looks good. And then I get the patent pens on there. So this thing looks like, a very high-end custom shop guitar that I put together. Took 2 years
Jay.
though, kids. But,
this was a long time. This was I was going to say
the finish, picking out a color, working, doing gigs, life. And then,
now let's take a look. So this one now, first of all, the neck. This is what we would call the gentleman's cut.
Dude, this is the biggest fucking thing I got now. It's over an inch here.
Right.
Okay. It's
for those who know when I use the expression for a fat neck, the gentleman's cut, that actually came from Gerry.
I coined it.
Yes.
And then truth be told, right? This is like not a PC show at all, right?
No.
So whatever the fuck you want. It comes from the gentleman's sampler, which was an assortment of porno mags my buddy used to give me. Back in the day when we looked at pornography and
magazines.
Yeah, like the bougie days. But those were good days too.
The days before Pornhub days that we like to call the before time. That's a South Park joke. All right, go on.
All right. So see the nut?
Nice straight string pull.
Oh yeah. The guy, this is from the dude in Canada. His name is Randy Butala.
Okay.
And he makes
no string tree, I noticed. So you got the gradient.
Well, I did it. Well, dude, listen. Can you hear that shit?
Yeah.
Chimey, right? It's hooked up. It doesn't need a string tree.
Yeah. No, I could see you have the gradient. The
it's in the
posts.
wrap. That's in the wrap, man. You see that?
Oh, that's not in the post. Oh, okay.
No. I just wrap it.
Nice one, John Taylor.
That's fucking cool.
Yeah, you did a nice job there. A lot of gloss on that headstock, which I like. I like a glossy. Let me see that Charvel logo. Now, he went with the Charvel logo because he wanted to let people know that this is a hot rodded Strat, and since Charvel was the original hot rod Strat.
You should be in marketing, young man. That's a good angle. I like it.
That's what it was.
The hot rod division of Fender now. Right.
Yeah, but that's when Grover and that's how he looked at him. The Charvel was going to be the hot rodded Strat, and the Jackson line was the neck through, a little bit more high endy type of thing. Was the initial intention. Now let's see the back.
There's the belly cut. Let me give it a little distance. I like the 65-6 era. Oh god, this fucking camera. All right, see that? It's short.
Yeah.
More horn right here.
Right.
Yeah. I just
less like the 50s, more like the 60s.
Yeah. It's tight. It's deep.
Mm-hmm. And hold it up. Let's see how many springs. You're a 5-spring guy, aren't you?
Yeah, I want a hardtail, but I just don't build because I like this residual reverb can built into the body of these guitars.
Right. Let me see the string, the neck bolts there, the
plate. I'm gonna get
the plate. Sorry,
it's all right, Dave. I just got to find the right light.
You got to come this way.
Hold on a second. I have somewhat of a dolly here.
Get into the light.
I'll just have a salad.
Hey, listen. Do me a favor. Take these 4 rolls, double them, put them in a bag.
With the lids, the goddamn lids, dude.
How about this?
This isn't really.
Hold on, before we get going, how about this? I'd like to have the corn. Is it seasoned?
Dave, you see the fucking plate?
Yeah.
Plano.
Plain. I got it.
I'm having that dude. There's some guy who makes F plates, which I can make plates too, but
you can buy them on eBay for cheap.
I know it's like $40. So I'm going to buy that. I'm going to do a custom number. An F plate though.
Let me ask you this. Is the corn seasoned?
You do have lids for these butters? You know,
because I can't go to the store and buy. Is the guy unbelievable or is he unbelievable?
Oh, Christ.
Every time we go to eat, my friend Al says,
the dealership, he comes in.
Of course.
Well, now, he says hello.
You know, he knows she'll put up with him.
I throw him out. I can't.
Does the corn come every week? Is the corn seasoned? Yes, there's a little salt on it. Okay, that's good. The roll house, like, exactly, Pam.
The salt everywhere. It's like, what?
Right.
Fuck, dude.
Right, exactly.
But he's managed to lose weight since the last time I saw him.
He's choking down 900 metformin a day. That stuff's going to stop you from putting on weight. How about the fact he's throwing salt down on the table on his plate like he's performing an exorcism?
Oh, man. So, getting back to this, 2 1/4 heel right here.
Oh, yeah, the bigger heel.
Yeah, so it's big everywhere. Tallish.
Is it the big dots? I know you like the big dots.
Well, they're like the 60s dot style.
Oh, okay. Not because didn't you have an oversized dots on the other guitar?
Well, truth be told, Dave, the black dots on the 60s stuff are like 7 millimeter. They're heavier than 1/4 of an inch. So that's why I did that.
Right.
Because they are a lot, and they probably didn't get smaller till the 80s, and anyways.
Right.
That's why I do that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
But again, I'm really digging it, and this thing actually sounds better than it looks, and it plays like a champ because it feels like a 12-string acoustic neck, like an old Yamaha. It's just giant. It's just friggin' huge.
Yeah.
Big tone. But I'm not going to talk to you about that.
Right.
Yeah. If anybody,
if you like it, you like it.
I love it, and I'll have you play it, and you're going to love it too.
No, I'm sure I do. I mean, I've liked all you.
What
was the first?
Radius, it's like,
Yeah. No, I like Gerry's guitars. Gerry, you have you play with big, fat, beefy necks. I can't complain. They're better than anything you're going to buy in stock.
Yeah.
Are they as good as the guitars that I have? No. Come on, don't be ridiculous.
No, but you're on the same track as I am. You start with the good bones of a guitar, and then you spend the money on a nice neck.
We like the beefy necks. We like the beefy necks. Yeah. And I like the big beefy necks like oh yeah, well, he says he's losing weight. He says Queenie says he weighs 195 pounds. He asked me what I think he should weigh, and I said 140 tops. And he thinks I'm crazy, but there's an 86-year-old guy that okay. Oh, that was for Krelbar earlier. Can you read that private chat? He was stroking out. No, it looked like he was tired or drunk. I haven't made up my mind which one it was yet.
I'm just a little high. It's all right.
Yeah. But yeah, Queenie's losing weight, eating a million rolls. If you ask him who are the rolls for, his new thing to say is it's for the household. He's the only one that lives in the house. It's for the household. Now that's a beautiful color. That looks like an ice blue. What is that color?
Oh, Dave, this is primer.
It looks better on the camera. Find that ice blue in that can.
No, you're right though. Right here, it's sprayed like a turquoise blue, just for like.
Yeah, it looks great.
Oh yeah. It's gonna be a good one. But
what color are you gonna make that guitar?
Probably like you ever see my profile picture on Facebook? That battered ocean turquoise. I'm gonna make a new one, like an NOS version of that guitar. That's my next build.
The turquoise one is the one that I was talking about. That was the one that I've played at the open jams that you used to bring.
Yeah, I used to bring that guitar out. Oh no. That the teal one's the one that's got a lot of miles on it. That's one of my favorites. That's
okay. Yeah, the big beefy neck. Okay.
Yeah. But the avocado one or whatever, I think it looks hazel. Anyways, that's monster neck. It's just
I love the big. So for me, I put the monster 1-inch necks all on my tellies. So I have my telly that has the Gretsch pickups with the Bigsby. I have my B-Bender telly, and those two tellies have ginormous necks. The big 1-inch no caster necks. The only one that has a big neck. What?
What do you go for a nut with?
1 3/4.
Yeah, see, fucking dude, that's monster right there. Just
That's what I like.
the width.
I have 1 3/4 on everything.
Yeah,
So
a lot of real estate, as we call it.
yeah. So the only Strat that I have that's a big fat beefy neck is my yellow one is a boat neck. These here, like this one and my white one, are the Clapton neck. So it's 1 3/4, but it's a hard V. So it's not. It doesn't have the beef, but it does. I like the feel of it in my hand a little nicer than the beef.
It's got to be close to 1 inch all the way in cross section, right?
Exactly.
So it hits that spot in your hand and fills it up.
Oh yeah.
You know, I fell in love with that kind of neck, that egg shape or whatever, that 50s Gibson. I handled a refinned 56 Les Paul, and it was just a big, full-bodied, like, you know, fat back or whatever you want to call it.
Thank you, Pam.
You know, just gorgeous. You know what I mean? You can't go wrong.
That's Mrs. H. She's gorgeous.
When they met, it was madder.
Awful, heart to heart. I had Tim Kimber on my show. Tim is one of the guys who founded Gold's Gym.
I remember that episode.
And he was telling me when they moved the gym that Heart to Heart was filming and actually paid for the move.
Yeah.
So I ended up going back and watching it on Tubi. I ended up watching the episode and he's in it. And it's pretty funny. But horrible show.
Cameo? Oh,
yeah.
Didn't you love it though? Stephanie Powers in the Mercedes or the Jaguar.
Oh yeah, that's Mrs. H.
Yeah, I understand.
He's in the chat, Joe.
Yes.
Hope you're feeling rested and okay. But Krelbar was here earlier, but he was fading like Michael J. Fox in on stage at the what the hell's the name of that? The dance, something by the sea. I'm blanking out on a good joke. That's terrible. Joe, let me find out where he is tonight. Let me just see. Hold on 1 second.
The Incredible Hulk will not be presented this evening.
And there you go.
That's a good bit.
So now let's take a look at the Joe. It's got Mikey to bed drop. I just want to say hi. That's all right, Joe. I appreciate you popping in, and I appreciate what you do for Mikey. And also, let's give everybody Joe a congratulations. He hit 11 months on his sobriety.
Oh wow,
it's awesome! Congratulations.
Good job, man.
It's awesome. He posted that, made a post about it. It was great. Good work, my friend. And so let's take a look at that white guitar.
Oh, okay.
Oh, I love the Milo Janus Fitness Center. Milo's not here right now. He's up in Chatsworth. Oh, it's a great episode, Todd.
All right, so this is 65.6 blended shit. Pots might be 66, pickups might be 65, or the other way around. This is This is an old 5-way, right?
Yeah. Okay, now the aging on this looks a little bit nicer to me. It's been in the sun a little bit more.
Yeah, what do you mean nicer than what?
Well, it's darker. It looks a little bit more aged, if you will.
Compared to what? I don't understand.
The green one you just showed me 2 seconds ago.
That thing's like NOS, dude. I just finished it. It's like brand new.
I know, but you said you got the aged parts from Fender.
Yeah. Oh, well, they're new age parts.
Right. That's what I'm saying. These ones look a little bit more aged.
Oh, well, they're the fucking dude. These are 57 years old or whatever. 50.
Oh, okay. All right. Yeah, so I'm not wrong.
Because exactly. Yeah, you know what you like. It's the real
deal. I'm not saying I like it either way. I wasn't making a judgment call. I'm just saying this one looks a little bit more aged.
It is. Just like its owner.
Yeah.
It's pretty much the same time frame.
All right, let's hold this one up a little bit here. Ooh. Oh, this one's got a lot of nice wear in it.
Yeah.
Have I played this one?
No, this never leaves the house. This is blonde. Dude, this is...
Oh, it's white blonde. Let's take a look at that. It's white blonde.
Wait a minute. See,
What are
we're
we
not going to be able to see any wood grain.
No, I see the
60s blonde, dude, and 60s blonde is a joke. You really can't see the wood grain. It's just, it is see-through white paint, but anyhow.
right. Let's see. Let's see the
it's a
other.
refin, Dave. It's a refin anyway.
Can we see the neck joint?
Where like?
Hey, right there. That's what I want to see. Okay.
Okay.
All right. Yeah.
Again,
now hold it back. Hold it back so we get the There you go. Nice. I like the white strap too. All right, now fade back so I can see the headstock. Bring the headstock into view. Okay, nice.
So,
Transition logo. So we're looking and let me see the
rosewood cap.
Can I see the
dots?
Not so wait, keep going. Okay, let me see. So what were we looking? 64, 65 reissue?
I think it's no. This is original 65-6 shit. I just can't remember which way it goes. Like, I got this stuff like 20 years ago.
Yeah, well, 66, they went. Isn't 66 the first year of the big headstock?
Yeah, late, like December 65, November 65 would be a big hit. So,
yeah, 66 was big headstock, little logo.
This is probably like
before the 70s logo, before the big logos.
See, this has got the pearl dots with the closed space.
Right.
You see?
Mm-hmm.
Right. But refretted and all that shit. That's why the
replaned. What's the neck? Is it a 12 degree?
Thin.
12 inch?
Pardon me?
Is it a 12-inch radius?
It's probably 10.
Okay.
In those days. I do 12 now, but I was doing 10 then.
Okay.
It still plays great.
Yeah, 10's good.
Yeah. It plays way better than vintage.
Yeah. I'm with you.
I know you are. That's why I brought it
preaching
up.
to the choir.
Yeah. Well, see what
7 1/4 I don't care for. What?
We got 32 people listening.
Yeah.
Yeah, and maybe 20% of them would say something.
I don't think I don't know how many snobs there are for the round radius. I don't know. To me, it's not for me.
The only guys I've ever talked to in life to play guitar that prefer a round radius are like disco funk guys. Like maybe they're putting 2 fingers on the board at once. You know what I mean? Like not knocking anybody, but minimalist kind of cats.
Sure.
And I don't care what you say. I think the flatter, it just feels like, and it's still.
I'm with you. I'm with you.
Round.
Give me a flat radius. That's me.
Yeah, but dude, it's still round. It's way fucking round.
Yeah,
Even
I mean, a 12 is a 12-inch. 12 is 12 inches. Well, it's still round.
Like a 20 radius is a 40-inch circle. It's still fucking round. It's considerably flatter, but I'm just saying, flat is better. It just works better. Right.
I agree.
So I don't know why you'd want a fucking broomstick radius. No, thank you.
Well, you got to remember, even back in those days, Gibson's making 12.
I know they were.
And Fender.
So 7 1/4, right? That's the actual number.
Yeah.
Like what?
Yeah. Well, he wasn't a guitar player, so.
Yeah, somebody should have apprised him of that.
Again, like people think like Leo Fender. I'm like, I don't think he made some mistakes. And for me, the modern playing stuff, when the Super Strat came out, I was like, people are starting to get it. Because I played original Strats. I did a gig on when I played for John Taylor from Duran Duran, I played his 59 Strat at a gig. Yeah. Was it difficult to play? No. Was it a great playing guitar? Yes. Would I prefer any one of my guitars? Yes.
But you know what that tells me? Somebody set the fucking thing up.
It was set up nice. Yeah, he bought it from Norm's.
Yeah. Well, they cheated a little bit.
Well, but you could set anything up to play nice.
Well, something that's 40 years old and it's been refretted.
No, it wasn't. His was like never played.
All right. Well, you can cheat it in the frets too, but in any event, great guitar. She's beautiful. It's a blonde. Who doesn't love a blonde?
Gorgeous.
Indeed. It's tough to see in this lighting, but there's a modest little bit of ribbon here.
Nice.
Decent weight.
It's a good looking axe.
Huh?
It's a good looking axe.
Yeah, but she never leaves the house. She's a fucking prom queen, trailer queen, or whatever you call
Well, you
it.
have a declawed. I get it. She can't leave the house.
It's, and I don't want to lose this anywhere.
When you play out on a gig, you're bringing a guitar with you. That thing's by your side.
Yeah, but the ones, these ones are just, yeah, but who knows, dude, at a gig these days?
I hear you.
These fucking, they grab it because they think it's funny, or I don't know. I've been at gigs where people rip off guitars, and it's, that guy never ends well for that dude.
Right.
You always get caught. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I like Todd. Whatever Warmouth does, I think it's 10 to 14 or 12 to 16. You could be right. It might be 12. Whatever Warmouth does, that's what I got on all mine, and it's the best. I can't remember if it's 10 to 14 or 10 to 16 or 12 to 16. You might be right. It might be the compound radius. Yeah.
Yeah, it's 10 to 16.
It's 10 to, okay. And that was from what's his face started that with for Warmouth. That was from Grover Jackson.
Oh, yeah.
Started with all those. Now, this guitar, this is
compound radius. Right?
Yeah.
Is that the term you're searching for? Compound radius?
Yeah. Yeah, 10 to 16.
So this is like a 50s inspired instruments. These are actual 50s knobs. The I don't know if they're the Bakelite, but the nylon or whatever the fuck they made them out of, but they're,
well, they only made them out of Bakelite till 56. In 57 they changed.
These are the knobs, like these are 60 something years old, dude, and they're still white. They're those knobs. Okay? Because the
that wouldn't be Bakelite.
The 60s one's yellow, but the 50s ones stay white.
Okay.
You see it? You see it.
They're white.
Yep. So trust me, there's a 50s three-way switch in here.
Right? Okay.
And what these pickups are
can we see them more centered?
Texas Specials rewound with Formvar, the wire they used in the 50s.
Okay.
And I kind of did my own. Like, I had this guy wind pickups for me. Like an antiquity thing. So this one's hot. It's like an 8-1, whatever.
Okay.
And these are like 5961 or vice versa or some shit like that. 5759. You know what?
Yeah, I think the old Fender rule was everything 6, right?
Ish. Yeah. Well, yeah, but there's 5.7s, there's 5.4s, there's 6.
No, I know. I'm not saying what they were. When they were made, what their goal was. They wanted everything to be 6s. That was the.
Yeah, I'm sure this did turns, like 3,000 turns or whatever.
Right, but it was supposed to be as close to 6 as possible. Sometimes the number was less, but then over time the numbers drop because the mag. Yeah. All right, just so we were clear.
Atmospheric conditions affect the output of pickups. Hey, did we discuss Uncle Doug as a guest on this show?
No, I love Uncle Doug.
Well, you should reach out to him, man. I think
Can I reach out to Rusty? I want Rusty on the show first.
Who's he? I don't know.
The dog.
Guy. Oh, well, sure.
Hey, Rusty, you're all excited, aren't you? Like he's always talking about the dog.
Oh, yeah. I don't know, dude. I was actually interested in what he was talking about, but
he's great.
The way he sells it, it's just like, wow, this guy's just, what was he, a science teacher or something?
I don't know. He's so good.
But
I love him.
So anal, and it's just like, yeah, it's wild.
I haven't watched many guitar / repair or amp guys lately. Psionic still comes up in my things every once in a while, but I'm so far removed from guitar shit right now that I'm actually enjoying looking at your guitars. Let me see this one now from the back. This plate looks like it's got something on it. Nope.
Numbers. Yeah, just.
Oh, the engraved serial number?
I can make a plate, so. You just buy them. Whatever, and then I stamp numbers into it. You can see that. Sorry about the.
It's good.
Oh, there you go. You can see that shit. The kids at home can see it. So.
Yeah. All right. Let's see the headstock on this one.
50s.
Yeah. Spaghetti logo.
Yeah, but let me see. What's the story with this logo? These were like die cut, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Let's see what others sometimes call. Oh, there you go. The cloud. You can
Yeah.
see the
Now,
actual-
what were these eBay specials, and you put them on?
I think I got these from the dude who was in Worcester, Massachusetts at the time. Dave, you got to understand, I've been doing this a long time.
Yeah, I don't.
Guys, well, no, I'm just saying, people come and go. You get shit here, you get shit there. You
Sure.
don't hope it looks good. Da 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 da. But these ones were good. These were, you know, the 50s logos.
They look good.
But the die cut and all that. So somebody took the time. But, you know, throughout history, there's been times where there's been like these unbelievable decals and then they disappear after 2 years. You know what I mean? Well, the guy gets
Well, they get in trouble, or
always, you know, but now they sell them on eBay, but they're fucking stupid money. They're like $37 and $72.
Well, people are making them on their home machines, their home printers.
Well, I can do that now. I did that with another project. I made. See that? I made those here.
Okay.
Bought chrome paper. Just to give an example, you know, like I got a fucking $40 printer. It's like it can make really cool shit. So
you
gotta love it, man. Modern technology in the basement.
Absolutely.
Not so bad. This, do you know who Peter Florence is?
No.
He was a guy who he had a place called in Hopedale, Pennsylvania called like Wooden Guitars.
Okay.
He made parts guitars. So, you know, Strats and Tele knockoffs. He made voodoo pickups. He was one of those guys probably in the late 80s, early 90s doing that kind of shit, making authentic-esque, you know, small-time Seymour-esque kind of guy. Anyways, this is one of his bodies.
Okay.
And the poor he passed away, I don't know, a couple, 3 years ago.
Oh, is he still making stuff, though?
Pardon me?
Is he still making stuff? Joking.
Yeah.
Just shows you I'm not listening. I know you said he passed away.
I'm just waiting for Krelbar to dub in the crickets right now.
Yeah, once we wake him up. All right.
All right, so you like that? Yeah, anyways. But there's the belly cut in this guy, the razor's edge, you see?
Oh, yeah.
Very 50s. So this guy did a very nice job of knocking off guitars. So just be careful out there, kids.
Let me see the headstock on this one. Oh, I saw this one already, right?
This is the Warmouth fat neck.
Boat neck.
Excuse me. This is the All Pots fat neck.
All Pots.
They've been selling for 20 years.
Yep.
It's 1 inch, right?
Exactly, Todd.
It's a 16500 nut width.
Yeah.
1 inch and 5/8.
Yeah.
Hey, this was early in my career.
All right.
Standard neck pocket.
Okay. Which is very early in your career.
Yeah.
There's rumors that you have a guitar that was inspired by my red guitar. I think my red guitar is the one that I brought over there.
Oh, fuck, Dave. It's in the car because I had a gig yesterday.
All right.
Wait a minute. Let me see if I got something else cool here. Hold on, kids. Hey, now you can play the damn thing.
Oh, yeah, wait. Where's the red guitar? Out in the car? Let's see what Florida Evans has to say about that.
Oh, I got...
Well, I can tell you, Gerry, she is not pleased.
Oh, look, it's right here.
No, what is that? That is awful.
Oh, this is, you know, hey, Gerry, you play guitar? Do you want a guitar? Yeah, sure, I'll take your fucking guitar. Now, look at how it's like blistered. This thing was definitely like floating in someone's basement like 10 years ago. Anyways, this has got over a 2 1/4 inch heel. Monster neck joint. Monster.
What is that?
It's a Katara maybe or something? Carrera? What the fuck's... Maybe one of these kids can read it.
Yeah, that a paperweight is... I don't know. That's...
But
it's not nice enough to be a paperweight.
This fucking neck, though. Look at it. So it
looks thin.
No, it's... No. It's beef.
Oh, it is?
Yeah. But anyway, somebody just gave it to me. It's just it's wall art, but it lays on the floor.
Right.
Yeah.
Hey, you know who's selling all his stuff is Peter Comerford.
Right. I
called me up.
Tell you that?
No, he called me up on Sunday or Saturday. I can't remember what day it was.
Okay. Recently.
And he was like, fuck, what day was that? I think it was Saturday. He called me on Saturday. And he was like, he doesn't know where to sell it. So I told him he's making a list of everything he's going to sell. And then I'm going to put it up on Marketplace. But I told anyone, if they're interested in guitars or amps or anything, and you want to see this guy's list of what's being sold before I put it up, email me and I'll email you the list.
Okay.
Because
you have that?
He's giving it to me. He said he'll have it done by next week. It's going to take him a week to compile everything. He's got a lot of shit to sell. He just wants to empty out his house. He's getting older, and
yeah, I know.
He wants to dump a lot of shit.
Understood. I should.
And I don't think he's looking for top dollar on stuff. I don't think he's looking to get big bang buck out of everything.
Dude, that
it's got a lot of amps.
Hold on.
Yeah,
I know. I'm sorry. How unprofessional of me. Fucking TV show in the basement. How unprofessional. Anyways,
no, what were you doing? I thought you were going to show something.
I got a Studio 15 from him 5 years ago. And that's the 6V6 powered Marshall, 1-channel, 5-knob. It's got an attenuator built in like from 86 to 90, and they only made like 600 units or whatever the fuck it is. Coolest fucking amp in the world. And we made a little deal, and it was well under $1,000. That's all I'm gonna say.
Nice.
Where you could get $1,500.
Does he have any big Marshalls? I thought he said he had a bunch of Marshalls.
He got a he and I traded. He has an Artist 30 from me.
What about any 100 watters?
Huh?
Somebody in the chat's asking if he has any 100-watt Marshalls.
I don't know. Who the fuck wants that?
Speed for hire. Speed, what are you looking for? I know someone that's selling a 100-watt Marshall.
100-watt what? 900, 800, a JMP?
Well, I think people there's a lot of good 100-watt Marshalls.
You know what the ones you always talked about, and I never thought were great until I plugged one in, is the DSL. So
it's a great one.
They do a 5-watt, a fucking
the 50,
40. Do they do a 50?
Well, the 40 is do you mean the new DSL 40? Because the original 40 was called a DSL 401.
Shit. Oh yeah, maybe that's the one.
So the DSL 401 is an EL84 amp.
Okay.
The DSL 50 and the DSL 100s are EL34s. When they re-released the DSL 40s, they made them with EL34s and just used, I think, a smaller transformer or something, or like a weaker transformer.
That's okay. I like 34, dude. I love the voice of that.
Yeah, I'm just saying, but that's not like, so if someone's looking for the original with the 401s, those 401s that came out in the 2000s, those were EL84 amps, not 34s.
I didn't even know the same as 34 too. I never even heard of that.
What?
I never heard of an EL34. An EL. What'd you say?
84?
Oh, of course. Yeah. Oh, that's what's in this amp. This ain't plugged in. I can fucking walk.
The Marshall you got?
No, this amp. Dude, this is so under the radar fucking amp on the planet.
It's not only under the radar, it's not visible by camera. What the hell are we looking at here?
The Jet City 20.
Oh, yes. Dude. That's an EL84 amp.
Yeah, which I'm like, yeah. And then I saw one of these during like the beginning of COVID for $200.
Yeah.
I was just bored, so I fucking bought it, right? And then I put it in this box right here.
Yeah, you reboxed it.
Yeah, well, I already had the existing box.
Right.
Long story. But anyways, fucking dude, just kills.
Yeah.
And again, for the amount of money, now I noticed they're like twice the money. I don't know what was going on then. People were giving shit away at the beginning of COVID.
Speedfire, the 2100 SLX is not as nice as the 2100 Mark III. The SLX, I hear bad things because it has a tube in place where the regular one has a resistor, not a resistor, whatever the hell it is. But I hear that it's really too much tube shit going on. The compression is over the rainbow there. 6100 LE is a 900. So P84s the yeah, well, 84s are used. I mean, it's anything British that's low wattage. The AC-15s, the AC-30s, those are all EL84s. No, not not a rectifier. I'm talking about
the power tubes.
No, what the hell is in the to give it more overdrive? The SLX uses an EL84 tube. I mean an EL84. It uses a 12AX7, but mine uses a what do you call it? What the hell are they using in distortion pedals?
They're usually AX7s.
No, not
what a power tube. A 6v6.
No. What's the chip they use? I don't know why I'm blanking on it. It's just so ridiculous at this point.
Geranium? I don't know, Dave. I don't know.
Anybody?
Yeah. This fucking camera. See that? What's that?
Yeah. Hold on. I can't see it. It looks like a cab, a 2x12. Is that your Marshall 2x12?
No, it's a Laney head box. What else? Dude, this place is
clipping
sad.
diodes. Thank you.
Look at all this shit. Look at this. What's that?
That's what I was looking for. I hear the clipping diodes work better than the SLX. The SLX was very short-lived because it was too much. It was too much compression, and it didn't. It was just. What is that amp there?
It's a Vibrolux cabinet.
Oh, okay.
Chassis gone. Everything's for sale, kids. Everything's for sale.
Everything must go, everybody. It's all.
Yeah.
It's crazy. Jerry's basement sale.
Yeah, look at all this shit. Big money. Big money.
Big money goes around the world.
Hey, how did Saturday night go?
Saturday at Martini's was excellent. It was a great crowd. I filmed it, and this time what I did was I put the camera on Jimmy's side because it's right near the amp, so it wouldn't affect, so it would be clearer and you wouldn't hear the audience noise as much. And what I did was I put, they have those thick menus, so I stacked like 15 menus. So I was on the host stand, but I had it way high, and it ended up working out.
For you, Dave?
What?
Does a milk crate work for you?
No.
I'm sorry.
No, this was much taller. It was better.
Okay. All right.
They had a milk crate. I was like, no, I'd rather use this. It was perfect. Anyways,
yeah,
it was a great show. I thought it filmed better. It looked better on film. It sounded better on film. And then during the day, I went and I had a birthday dinner with my mother and my sister.
Oh, yeah. I saw the pictures from that.
Yes.
So you got to tell me. How old your mom?
She is 83.
Oh, my God. Incredible. She's very cute. I gotta tell you. I'm not, I don't want to embarrass you, but.
Doesn't embarrass me.
I like everybody.
When I was younger, she was
like, wow.
Yeah.
That's all I'm sure you've heard it before.
If everyone that knows my mom loves my mom. Thanks, Hannah Baum. No, they do. I mean, she's a little astrologer lady who won't stop talking. Yeah. And she loves her Raisinets.
Oh, yeah? That's her kryptonite?
The kitchen table's always covered with Raisinets. The dark chocolate ones. Yeah. No, she's fun. Yeah, so it was her. It was we celebrated it the day before her birthday, and we celebrated my sister's because my sister's was Tuesday that week. Mm-hmm. So we decided to all go on that Saturday and eat. And yeah, so that was.
What place you go to?
This was Burton's out in Hingham. Hingham. In the Derby shops.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's good.
Nice.
It was. It was a good time. I'm not telling that story.
Come on, Dave.
No. That story will not be told. That story will not be told on this show.
I was just gonna say, hey, it's your show. But listen, we need ratings. Okay?
Not that kind. No, it's
pandering to the audience now.
Clipping diodes, well, they're horrible except for when they used a Marshall Jubilee. Everyone's because of Jubilee. Says Jubilee on the front of the amp. Yeah, I mean, like I say, with the Marshall here, I don't mind a clipping diode. Look, Tube Screamers, the Boss SD1, they all sound awesome in front of a fucking Marshall. They all sound great in front of them. They make them sound nicer. So in the Mark III, they put it in the amp. Do I use it? No, because if I don't use it, it's the same sound as a 2203. So I stick to that, which is why I think if you find an SLX, you're paying a lot of money for a part of the amp that I don't think you should use. Keep it off and just put a fucking Boss ST1 in front of it, and you pick up basically like a 2203 cheap. Oh, we got a neck coming over here, folks. Fresh, a Fender Telecaster neck. This looks like it was pulled off.
Well, you know, it would appear to be a Fender Telecaster neck. And not only that, it's a maple cap neck. Just fucking awful with this camera.
Right, but what was this? It was obviously...
well, it's something that's fairly desirable now is a Tokai neck. So this is like a springy sound or something like that.
Let's see it.
Well, this tells the whole story. The truss rod adjust, and the vintage radius, and it's maple cap. It's a nice neck. It's got a nice tone.
Let's see the back of it.
It's not massive by any means, but
but no skunk stripe.
Normal people would like it, Dave.
It's the guitar neck for normal people.
Yeah, it's full. They're like, oh, it's got a big neck. Well,
yeah,
it is what it is. Look at the hand. Need some meat here. You see?
Yeah, it's a small.
It looks a little puny to me, but
it's 1 5/8 also.
I would say it's standard issue stuff, but someone would love this.
Well, if anyone wants it, put a bid into Gerry.
Yeah.
What do you want for it, Gerry?
I don't know. It's got a.
Well, you got 25 people in the chat looking at it. Maybe someone wants it if you gave the right price.
It does have a die cut. That logo's 20 years old. When when you could score that for $20 or whatever,
right?
And I trimmed it to replicate the telly, so it came out pretty clean,
right?
So it looks legit, but it is what it is.
Very nice.
I like cool stuff.
Yeah.
Well, offers, Dave. At this stage of the game, sometimes
Gerry's also selling. Let me just tell you, you also have a Marshall combo that you're selling. I'm joking. You're not selling it. I know you love that.
I'm buying those 80s ones.
What do you have? The 4010?
Yeah. Yeah, I showed it. Well, you were talking about something. I was showing it to the viewers.
Oh, you showed the 4010?
Yeah, I just showed the face and the knobs, and
okay. And that's a Canadian. That's a Canadian one.
And it's the white one, which fucking broke my heart Saturday night when I had a little benefit gig I did Sunday morning in Brockton. Right?
What does benefit gig mean? They don't pay?
Correct. You got Montilio's cake though. Hey, Anyways, dude.
I love when people ask me that. They're going, hey, do you want to do a charity gig? Sure, but not for charity.
Yeah. Not for free.
Yeah. It's not my charity
either. Yeah. Anyways, I did it. My 2 grandchildren were born at this hospital. They've taken care of my wife there. It's it's like the least I could do. And it was
I thought your wife's still alive and breathing.
She is, but how do you think
they haven't taken care of her yet then?
Yeah. Wow.
That's not what you're...
Hey, ho.
Hey, oh, ho. I'm joking, Amy. I'm joking if you're watching this upstairs.
She does say hello, by the way, after that, correct. But hey, you brought it
up. Now she's going to be like, that son of a bitch. Let's go over there now, Gerry, now.
Next time I see him, that
Right.
motherfucker.
Exactly.
So anyways, the 4010 makes a weird noise. So hey, this is a great opportunity to talk to the people. Who has a good Marshall amp guy? Marshall.
I think Elroy works on stuff, doesn't he? Are you an amp guy
Who's Elroy?
too? Elroy Shredding. Wait a second. You're saying it's making a noise now?
Yeah,
Could be a tube, though. Could be something as simple as a tube.
it
If you tried.
sounds like filter caps to me. I
Ah.
probably retubed it like when I got it 2 years ago, 3 years ago, whatever it is. And
Well, then you
I
put
haven't
in
done
shit
a million
tubes.
gigs in that. And I have a green one, right?
Yeah.
It's not Marshalls are not black kids; they're green. But anyways, well, new shit.
I have this one.
New shit's black, right?
You see that one?
Yeah. Which one out of the 8 you have there, Dave?
No, the combo.
What is it? What's the? Oh, you got the you got that 900, the cool 900, right?
2501.
Nice. Yeah.
Yeah. It's a
So,
50-watt.
8 knobs.
8 knobs, yes.
Right, and it has reverb.
I don't think no reverb.
Ooh, cool.
No reverb. That's
So what
it's
does it
a
have?
2501.
2 masters or something? 2 volumes?
It looks like it's got an EQ. Yeah, like it's got a gain and an extra gain, maybe, because
All right.
it has that clipping
cool.
diode.
Does it sound
It's a great amp.
tight, that nice ribbony distortion?
Oh, it's great.
Wallop.
It's great.
Yeah, wallop. Hey, those guys in Britain, there's a poster, 50 Years of Loud. Have you seen this poster, Dave?
No.
From Marshall? Oh, it's
No.
fucking cool. Well, it's a good size, whatever, 2x3 poster, and it just says 50 Years of Loud. And then I think it has like the Marshall logo on, some amp from like 64 or something.
Sure.
It's just a cool, and I never saw it before until like the other day. And I think it's like a British thing, not necessarily would have seen it here. But it would have been from 10 years ago.
Yeah.
Because the 62, right, Marshall? That's when the kind of...
Yeah, it's a good amp that I think that you used to be able to pick up for cheap, but now you can't, is the Vintage Modern is a great amp.
I wasn't so impressed with that. I fucked around with one of those, and it sounded, I don't know what
You're
it was.
going to have that mid boost in it, and then it sounds like a vintage one.
But again, that other one, the DSL, it must have been a 40. And
Combo?
yeah, that's all I ever
Okay.
fucked around with. I like combos.
Yeah, those are new. Those aren't even old. Those are new.
So wait a second. What's the one from like 20 years ago that's like that?
DSL 401.
Oh, a 401. Okay. I don't know. A lot of them, they have that sound.
Yeah.
Whatever the fuck the numbers are on the front of the panel, to me, it still sounds like a Marshall.
Most of them
And then
do.
there's other ones that,
Yeah, sometimes when they do like signature models, like I think they always fuck them up. Like that Kerry King 800, I always thought sounded terrible.
Why?
Yeah,
What
I
was
just don't.
What did they do to it to make it his?
I don't know.
Use different power.
Well, first of all, I think it's yeah. Then there was somebody had a JVM. I didn't care. Was it Satriani? And I love the Satriani PV. I even love the Triple X2 when they took his name off it. But I don't really know if I cared for that JVM with his name on it. I didn't really care for the JVM at period.
I'm unfamiliar.
Yeah.
I kind of stopped. Well, you know what I got. That works. Somebody was selling a Marshall. Was it 30 grand for like a red 71 50 head and on a 412 cab, and it was like clean but not immaculate, but 30 G's, man, for a Plexi.
Did he sell it? Anyone can ask anything they want. Did it sell?
No, it must have been like a 69. Well, Plexi's like ends in 69, right?
Yeah.
So it had to be a 69 because it had to be 30 grand, dude.
Well, Plexis are sought after.
But it was red.
I hate when people call the Plexi the non-Plexis, the Plexis, just because they see a 1959 model Marshall, they call it a Plexi. I'm like, well,
that's why I said the 69 because it had to be the.
Yeah, was it 69 or was it 67 and 68 and 69 might have been the first year they changed. Oh, mid 69 they changed out of it. They
I'm sure it's something like that. All
Yeah.
the amps are like that, right? Everything.
Well, yeah,
tunes-
I mean, all guitars too. When people talk about strats and stuff, and they say, well, 65, 66, 60, you know, it's like, it's not exactly January 1 when things rolled.
Correct.
You know what I mean?
Yep. They just used up the pots they had. And when they were gone, and then
Yeah.
they were
I
on
mean,
to
in
the next
fact, I don't know if you remember the International Series strats from 79, which is what my yellow strat is based on. It's based on an International Series, but what I did was I put a ebony fingerboard on it and a 50s headstock, because the original International Series was a big headstock. But they were like white pick guards, black parts, and it was just Fender's way to try to use up all their black parts that they were stuck with. So they were putting all the black parts, other than the pick guards, on the International Series when they had to come out.
They're notorious for rehashing stuff, and
I agree, Elroy.
You familiar with this one, Dave?
The Galaxy of Strats.
Hmm.
That's like the first. Is that Gilmore's Strat on the cover? The Desert Blonde.
No,
the
that's
Desert
a gold-
Sand.
That's a gold Strat.
Oh, it is? Because, he had a Desert Sand with the serial number 001.
Oh yeah, with the gold parts and did it have a gold guard? I think it had a gold guard.
It might have.
Maybe it's in here. But dude, this is like before the internet. Look at this shit. This is fucking git porn right here, baby.
Oh yeah.
And
before the before time.
Yeah, these are probably from 90, I think. These books. And I've seen these books from $35 to $350. It goes in and out of production and only out of Japan. But
right.
I'll bring it to dinner one time. I'll
strats.
show you. If you give a shit. I don't know.
Well, yeah, that's it. I mean, not to sound cold to it, but I'm like,
well, if you ever need to research anything, there you go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, to me, if I see, look at this. Hold on. Oh, wait. I have here my next project strat.
What do you got?
Now, this is going to get a black pick guard, black pickups, everything black.
You have any of that shit yet?
Nope. I think so. I got to look at my parts. Wingate, horrible guard on here now. But a Wingate neck.
Pick guard?
I'll give it to you.
What is it, like fucking root beer, fucking ribbon candy?
It's awful is what it is. It's
I
absolutely.
love it. Wait a minute. Put it in the camera. Let me see. Is it wood or is it plastic?
No, it's fake. It's plastic.
No, but it's fake wood.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, it's hideous. I'll take it.
Yeah, okay. It's yours.
All right, cool.
So I'm putting a black guard on here, all black knobs, black pickups, a Wenge neck, ebony fingerboard. It'll look badass. I've already put the saddles, the Graphtec saddles on it.
Okay.
It'll be killer when it's done. I just don't know when I'm going to do it.
I'll see what I got for. I don't know. Is it going to be clean, nice, or are you going to relic it all or anything like that?
No, it's going to be just like this, clean.
Clean. All right, that's cool.
Now, I bought this off of a person who was transitioning. And it's the same one I bought the black guitar off of. I got this body and neck was $300. I already sold the neck for 140, so I'm 160 into this guitar right now. And I'm going to sell the pickups in it because I'm going to put DiMarzios, the ones that I want.
Do your thing, yeah.
Do the DiMarzio 54, 58, and 58. 5-way. I'll put all new pots and everything in it, and I'll sell this out for like $100, whatever's in here, $50 to $100. So I'll be basically like $90 into this body with the bridge and the hardware.
What is the body? Like, what is it?
Wood.
Well, first of all, to me, is it really light?
Not really, but not heavy.
Oh. Okay. What kind of
exactly speed? What's that?
What like well, what do you think it weighs with all the shit on it right there? Like, what kind of wood is that? That's what I'm getting at. What kind of wood?
It's like ash, except you have to understand this is a Mexican body.
Okay.
So if I look at it from the side,
yeah.
Hold on. Oh, I guess no. I guess you can see. It is 2 pieces.
Yeah.
It's a 2-piece body, but it's not center seam.
Okay.
But it looks good that you can't really tell.
No, it's just
It's just a
that
good look.
fucking.
With the black pick guard, that'll pop.
Oh yeah.
Black pick guard, black everything. That'll pop. And then with a Wenge neck, ebony fingerboard, this guitar will be gorgeous.
You dig it.
Yeah, no, I want to go black everything. I think it'll look a little slicker. The black with the white is already
But you leave, what is that, blonde or just natural finish on it?
Natural. It's just top
It'll look
coat.
good. It'll look nice and clean.
Yeah.
Well, that
I mean, it would have been nicer if it was a little bit stained, but whatever.
Well, doesn't sound like you got a lot into it. So
yeah, I got nothing. It's the same deal I had with this. So when I bought this was a $300 Mexican Strat. I bought the black Gilmore pickguard from Warmouth, Pro 54, Area 58, all new parts, 5-way. This one has the Clapton neck, V-neck. I had Casey put the finish on it. I put 70s logo.
Where'd you get that?
Never you mind where I got it.
All right. An outside
I
vendor.
have 2 more right here.
You're all set.
If you need one.
No, see, I like you. I build the same shit, like the same thing over and over. So you do like
and this
the
thing
1980 thing, right?
Huh?
You do 1978 to 82 era.
1981. Dan
Right,
Smith.
So, yeah, exactly. So
1 year they only did it. It was Dan Smith was using up the 70s logos on small headstocks.
Yeah. So there you go. There's your look. I know there's a little niche like every few years with Fender shit. They mix it up.
Yeah, that's only 2 pieces. It's Mexican. And I'm telling you, people were selling this guitar for $700-800 used. And this girl / guy, it's a guy transitioning to a girl. He was like, he wanted 5. I'm like, well, I'll do 3. So then this was up in New Hampshire where Emily and I played. And then he got back to me like a week later and was like, can you do 4? I'm like, I'll do 3.
Yeah.
Came back a week later, I'll take the 3. Well, my buddy has a house in that town. I said, hey, listen, I'm going to Venmo you. Will you go pay it and pick it up for me? He goes, yeah, it's right up the street.
Cool.
Thanks, Kramer. Thank you, Johnny. So it ended up working out. And the black one I already got from her because I got it from her like maybe 3 months prior or 3 months earlier.
How did you encounter this individual?
It was on Facebook Marketplace, was selling
Good place to buy stuff, man.
the black Strat, was selling it for 4. And I said, I want to pay 3, but I'll buy your other and they had 6 Strats. And I said, well, I'll buy at least 2 if I can get them all for 3. So she sold me the first one. I paid for it. And then got back and said, this other one is too nice to go for 3. So I'm like, show me it. Showed me it. I said, I'll give you 3. It's 5. I'm like, but I'll give you 3. Show me the other ones you got. Then came back, will you do 4? And I'm like, well, show me the other ones. Will you do 3? I'll do 3. Let's go. And that's how it ended up. I got that one for 3 too. But I looked it up and I was like, wow, people are really getting a lot more money for that particular one. But you know what? She put that ridiculous pickguard on there. And to me, you didn't put the original one back on, you lose. I'm going to put a solid black.
You gotta budget on your project, man. You gotta spend only so much. Dude, there's so much shit out there. I don't give a fuck what you say.
It's what I wanted to do.
Right. And there's always people buy stuff, they don't know what the fuck they're doing with it, and then they goes out the other way and you scoop it up all day long. So you break, we fix. Right.
It's all good.
It's fantastic.
Yeah, all good.
Oh. Well, what else were you going over? Oh, really? That's not going to happen, right?
What's that?
No, I'm just talking. No, somebody over there.
No, I see.
off camera.
Gotcha.
Yeah, outside forces. So, yeah. So the next project for me is the ocean turquoise one, but
Nice. Yeah. Well, like I said, I'll see when I'm going to get to this. When I sell, I made a promise to myself that I wouldn't start just going to do another build and end up with another guitar. When I sell this one here, then I'll be like, I'll take the money from that, put it in that neck, get the pickups, and I'm done. And then I'll put that one together. I'll have Casey throw it together.
Tell me this: how much is the neck? That's probably the most expensive thing.
$4 probably.
Yeah.
$450.
Do they finish it for you?
It's Wenge. It doesn't need to be finished.
Solid?
It's Wenge with an ebony fingerboard.
Okay. Is it
no
like
finish?
Skunk stripe or a slab construction?
Slab, because I'm using an ebony fingerboard.
Warmouth. I understand, but there's such thing as a fucking fingerboard with the skunk stripe.
Oh, I know, but I wouldn't do it.
Everybody builds everything whatever you want these days, but
right.
I'm just curious. So you're doing everything's dark then?
Yeah, except the body.
Yeah. All right, cool. Well, isn't your other guitar like the same?
I'll show you. I'll show you what this was meant to look like. Hold on one second. I saw a G&L, and I was like, "Ooh, I like that look. Let me make a guitar like that." Now, hold on here.
You know what I like on a G&L? And it's just, what is it, the Comanche with those split pickups?
Ugh. You like those?
It looks like, like Japanese guitar shit.
So this is the guitar that I'm inspired by.
Yeah.
So you see it's natural
nice
wood.
Look, dude, everything blacked out.
Yeah.
What are the pickups? Are they like big bars?
Where? On this?
Yeah.
No, those are the MFDs.
Oh, all right.
They're these things.
Oh, okay. This looks like regular pickups. Oh, they got pole pieces.
They're MFDs, yeah. But anyways, that's what G&Ls look like. Now the only difference is G&L has a black headstock, but on mine it will have the black headstock as well because the Wenge fingerboard, the Wenge neck.
Mm-hmm. No finish, and it's kind of like a
There's my yellow.
Wood. That's hot, dude. That's fucking hot right there. Yeah, the Wenge, right?
Yeah.
Is it like ruddy? Does it have like a texture to it?
Yes.
Yeah, it's cool. That's a nice,
I love that feel.
Tactile experience.
Yeah. Oh, it's fantastic. I love that feel better than most.
I usually just do like, the high gloss finish on the back of the neck and then rub it out with the 4-aught steel wool just to make it a little frosted.
Yeah.
It's got a nice
you like
dry.
that? I use that like on frets when I'm trying to clear out frets or clean them. I use the
Oh yeah. That's
4-aught.
Great 4-aught steel wool. I don't know if they got any more aughts. I don't know if there's any more aughts than that. But
no.
All right, are you guys down there Saturday night coming up?
Yep.
Or no?
Yeah. And that girl messaged me today. The one that played clarinet and plays on the Supertramp song. Take a look at my girlfriend. So she wants to come to that. She wants to come down and play again with us. So I'm going to try to figure out another song for her to play. Oh yeah. So I'm in the gym one day, and my friend Craig, who works there, is like, "Hey, Dave, this girl Elaine over here plays clarinet." I'm like, "Oh, really?" She goes, "Yeah, I like going around to my friends when they play live, and I'll sit in with them." And I said, "Well, I play a couple of places, and if you ever come down to Martini's in Plymouth, we'd love to have you play on Breakfast in America by Supertramp." So on one of my lives a couple of weeks ago, I don't know who saw it, but she came in and sat in with us. So so she messaged me today. She goes, "Hey, I'd like to be able to talk to you on," what day was it? Wednesday at 2. If we can go over another song so she can play Saturday. She'll come down and play. I'm like, "Yeah, that's fine." I just usually will StreamYard her and be like, just to go over a song and what the changes are. So when we did the Breakfast in America, I had to explain to her the harmonic minor scale that's being used. And when she picked it up, she was like, oh, okay. She didn't know the scale, but she was like, I got it now. And it was great.
Cool. Does she, does she do gigs with other folks? Like, or she,
yeah, I think she plays around. She has like other people she plays with. I don't know. I think it might be her brother's band. I'm not 100% sure. I don't really retain.
Well, she came down. She did it. She sounded good.
Yeah, she played on that. We did the Rolling Stones. You can't always get what you want.
Nice.
It's good.
It's one of my favorites. Do you guys usually do that?
We've been doing it recently. We weren't going to do it until she was there, and we were like, "What else can she play on?" I'm like, "Why don't we do? You can't always get what you want because you have that and the French horn." I'm like, "Use the clarinet. What the fuck's the difference?"
Yeah, could have done a little "Hey Jude" there with that shit.
Yeah. On what? With a clarinet? I just wanted to find a part that had like a solo.
It has like a line. Oh,
yeah,
you can use it. It wouldn't be perfect, but when you're thinking of ideas.
Yeah.
I don't know. Well, you got to do "When I'm 64." That's like has it in it.
Yeah, right.
Right. And Max, I don't know. There's other songs.
Oh, you know what? Maybe we could do "Someone's Knocking at the Door" when it goes
anything with the line, dude, You know what was interesting? You were talking about Gilmore, right? So we have piped in music at work. So you're subjected to a certain genre for like at least a day. It's usually fucking days on end. It's the same 35 songs from 1974 to 1977. Right. So you just hear the same fucking shit. So McCartney and Gilmore is playing lead guitar. And oh fuck, I can't. It's got to be from like 1980, and it's again, it's not one of his strongest songs. Paul, not that he's my favorite Beatle by any means, but anyways, he worked with Gilmore, right?
Okay.
I don't know. George must have worked with Clapton. Paul worked with Gilmore.
Paul worked with everybody.
Well, anyways, it's you can hear Gilmore all over the track. It's just like unmistakable. So I haven't heard it in 35 years, right? And then I hear it and I go, "Oh, that's fucking Gilmore playing guitar," because it sounds like an outtake from The Wall.
Okay.
Oh, it's just Gilmore noodling, and there's a key change in it, and
No More Lonely Nights.
That's it. Oh yeah, the interlude, and it's just,
I like that record. What song I liked was "Girl, I Love You." Yes, I love you so bad.
He's a great fucking writer.
McCartney was my favorite Beatle by a long stretch.
He's not rock and roll enough for me, but the guy is he's monster. The voice, come on.
Oh, he's great.
The instrumentals and the longevity.
I mean, I always thought "Give Her My Regards" to. Let's see what Paul thinks about "Give My Regards to Broad Street."
Right record.
Excellent album. We learned a lot from it.
Great record.
What the fuck's that from?
That's from Dewey Cox. "Walk Hard."
Oh, I'm unfamiliar. Well, I know of it, but never saw it, kind of thing. I saw it.
Actually, Joe couldn't be here tonight because he had stuff going on, but he wants to show you a bass that he has. Hold on.
Brand new Ernie Ball strings on there too. I was just out there in the. God love us all.
There it is.
Hey, that shit happens.
There it is.
It didn't make that bad noise like the headstock snapped off.
No, it was fine.
It's fine. It's a bolt on. It's fucking fine.
It's fine.
Yeah. I remember there were these guys who used to play 35 years ago, and the guy had a Strat Elite, which is basically.
I remember the Strat Elite.
Yeah. It had those like whatever pickups in it and maybe a push button thing or whatever the fuck it was.
It was the new version of the Deluxe.
Yeah, but it's a bolt-on Stratocaster.
Mm-hmm.
The neck is indestructible.
Sure.
These guys, and the bass player, P-Bass, they just launched their shit over their shoulder when they finished like a set. Like that was like their fucking thing. And it just smashed into the wall and then pick it up and it was relatively fine. It's like, what the fuck?
Right.
Yeah. So Reliable Fender, as they say. It's good
Yeah.
stuff. Yeah. All right. What time you got, D?
We are at 11:20.
How late you going?
This is it. We're done.
Oh, all right. That's good.
We're done. When we finish, this is the end. This is our moment.
All right. So
when history calls me. Gerry, I want to thank Gerry for coming on the show. Gerry, you're welcome on anytime.
I got to tell you, I appreciate the opportunity. I thought I'd be on here for 10 minutes, and it's whatever. And
yeah, time flies when you're having fun.
Well, it's easy with you, Dave.
Thank you.
Okay. And
how come that's not what you say on Wednesday nights when we're eating steak? You're like, you again?
Like
You're fun.
Listen, this is television. That's the real world.
Right.
There's a difference. Okay.
You're saying I'm not entertaining in person.
Show prep. No,
in fact, just the other day when we went out to eat, I have a clip of when we went out to eat the other day. Let me show that clip real quick.
Is something wrong, Senor Calderon?
Excuse me, but it is very embarrassing.
What is?
Those children. Necking, as you say, in public.
Classic.
I never saw that episode. That's great.
Are you kidding, Phil Packer? Oh, come on.
Well, what the fuck would that have been like?
What's the problem, Mr. Calderon?
Yeah, it's very embarrassing.
All right, everyone. I want to thank Gerry for coming on. I want to thank Krelbar for being here and giving it an attempt, as tired as he was.
Anytime, Dave.
Yeah. And you're welcome anytime. All you got to say is, hey, Dave, I'm coming on. I'll tell you right now, I'll send you the link on Mondays. You just decide if you're going to come on or not. It's not
okay. That's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I get a lot of stuff, I like the Nutty Workshop backdrop here. It's good. I get all types of silly shit here. I have a sense that guitar players, we kind of all like the same stuff, if you know what I mean. Right.
Yeah. It's all good.
Yeah.
Excellent. Well, thanks for coming on.
All right, it's good.
And we will see you next time. You can just hang out until I put the ending on, and then you can pop out.
Oh,
Let me just find my outro.
Whatever the protocol is.
All right, everyone. I want to thank everyone for hanging out. I will be live Wednesday night to talk a little bit about some movable chords and to talk about the 5-chord on my chord therapy show. That'll be at 10 o'clock on Wednesday. And then my next show will be Saturday. And I don't know how much more chord therapies I'm going to do. As the weather's getting warmer, I will be on less and less as there are things to do and shows to play, places to be, cigars to smoke, meals to be eaten. That's the rundown here on the show, folks. I want to thank everyone, and everyone, very good.
Okay, goodbye, Ted.
Goodbye.